Probably never having kids. It is what it is. I'm probably gonna play video games for the rest of my life. I'm probably gonna be as hot for as long as I can, and I'm probably gonna keep making money in the best ways I can, which is like doing commercials and shows. Like that's probably what's gonna happen for the next like 40 years until I die. And I think people are just gonna keep being mad at me about it. It is what it is. I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's a quality 40-year plan.
I don't know how many times I gotta say this. I mean, she might be all right because she can always take her clothes off, David, clearly. But they're
40.
If you think, first of all, if you think that
60-year-old
they're
thoughts.
going,
70-year-old thoughts.
Yeah, if you think that I want to see you naked past the age of 29, probably not, girl. Okay. Also, yeah, 29 is the date. I get a 20-year-old girlfriend after that.
Leo was 25, but 29's fine.
29 is a good age. It's not 30.
Yeah,
You know. The AI is coming for you, dumb whores. First, you think there's going to be wealthy men sitting around getting trillions of dollars off AI right now, and the first thing they're going to do is let you sit there on screen and play video games for 40 years and make millions of dollars? I'm really having a hard time understanding. I seen a thing, David. Not Sam Walton. Why do I always? What's the guy from Open Chat GPT? What's his name? It's Sam something, ain't it?
Are you thinking
the guy
Sam?
ChatGPT guy.
Are you thinking Sam Harris? Sam Altman.
There you go. Yeah, he's like the CEO.
Oh, no. She might be good for a while. Hold on. Not to interrupt your point. She might be okay.
She's 18.
I asked Grok to draw an attractive female streamer, and he did not understand the assignment.
Is that Asian with ginger hair?
It's Asian and then white with ginger. I think it's Carrot Top.
How come the Asian's the attractive one? Elon's got a weird kink for Asians, dude.
Asians are they're the superior race.
No, they're not. They're white people. We made the atomic bomb. I'm tired of fucking footing around about it. All of Plato led to the atomic missile. I'm sick and tired. It wasn't fucking black Egyptians or Mongolian Asians, David, that built the atomic missile.
Yeah, but General Tso's chicken.
I literally had that for dinner, David.
Exactly.
Oh, what was I talking about? Dumb horse. What was right before you had the? I'm real scatterbrained right now. I'm not. Sam Altman. So he was on Theo. Thank you. He was on Theo Von. I'm waking up still, David. Theo Von had him on, and he asked him what would happen about wealth and wealth creation in the day and age where, ChatGPT. He kind of basically asked him, like, dude, how are we going to get rich when all the people are going to be ahead of us with the system? Like, there's going to be an elite or something. So he eventually asked him, I didn't watch the whole video because it's a long video, but he basically had the premise that, around like ChatGPT 7 or 8 or whatever will be so free that people will just be able to make money and it will simplify your lives. And it's just this Goldilocks effect. And it was the first comment on the video.
Money doing what? They were just replaced at their job.
Yeah. The first comment that was the most popular in the video was perfect. It said, if the wealth isn't being shared now, what makes you think the wealth is going to be shared then? It's fucking brilliant. It's fucking, even if this guy meant well, even if Dion meant well, like eventually, yeah, like it's going to unzip. I made the joke that they give us ChatGPT because
Altman was the one that got quoted for talking singularity.
What was that?
I think Sam Altman was the guy who was quoted because he was talking about the date the singularity would take place, and it was recent.
Yeah, I mean,
which,
maybe
if I
if that's
remember
the
correctly,
case,
is something along the lines of the AI and humans
2000.
becoming one or something, and I might be
Yeah,
misunderstanding that.
singularity is when computing power of machines will surpass, or singularity is technically the point where the computing power of computers will be smarter than humans, and after that, that's the singularity, and then, well, it will lead to the singularity, which will be the integration of that consciousness with ours. And Ray Kurzweil is the grandfather of this. Basically, I've talked about him before on the podcast because he's a creep, but he wants to resurrect his dad from his dad's journals that he left him. I don't think he ever met his dad or something, but he wants to like resurrect his dad from these things and have this legacy because his dad left him all these journals or something. So, how did we get here from Dumb Horse? Oh, yeah, these billionaire companies aren't going to let you sit at home and just sit and play video games and make money. I don't. We're going to be in a factory building the robots. Like, I'm even thinking, David, how many salesmen do you think are going to just not be they're going to have to go build something? Oh, you don't know any blue collar trades. Oh, starve.
Well, I've been saying this. People don't. I think people think they're going to get replaced at their job, but really the job that's going to be worth replacing is the CEO, the desk jobs, the stockbroker. All these things can get replaced with AI way easier than the guy who drops fries in at McDonald's. That can also be automated, don't get me wrong. But why
Right,
would
they'd
you,
have to
when
make
that's such
machines.
a cheap position, when a CEO is making millions of dollars per year? I'll let AI make the decision. I think people think that's crazy, but I think if you're a business, an AI CEO would be great. It would make decisions purely on data without emotion. It would do only what's best for the company and the stockholders.
Didn't matter how much sleep it got, if it got a vacation, if its wife is cheating on them, or husband's cheating on
It's not
them,
getting
or their
caught at a
kids
U2 concert, guarantee it. Coldplay
not getting.
concert, same band in my mind.
They're both for Gaylords. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's going to be irrational in a sense. To your point, David. Um, yeah, if you think, look, Elon, I told you guys, Elon opened the gate. It wasn't that he just wants to yank his dick to cartoon character, a little porn that he could punch in Gronk and have an infinite fucking dick bank for himself. That's not the only reason that creep. He knew the dude is showing you the future of what is coming. You know, like with Elon, you have to face it because he's just rubbing your face in it and putting Tesla bot or fucking drilling holes through whatever. Like he's showing you, like it's right there. Neuralink. You think he's the only guy with Neuralink? I'm sure it's the first of its idea, David. First, he's the only guy thinking about putting a chip in his brain. Clearly, like just because other companies haven't made it, you think like the and. We're supposed to believe that content creators, because let's be honest, David, that's content creation is a ploy. It's a mislabeling I seen on. I had a thought about it after I seen it. When you make stuff, you're just an artist. Stop saying you're a content creator because it's you can be replaced basically. But they're not going to let you. These people aren't making fake meat and suicide pods to keep you at home playing video games. It's been romanticized. David, to your point about these salesmen and all these CEOs, what the fuck are you going to do when you see the guy that used to run like a warehouse making $100,000 a year is dropping fries at McDonald's because it's the only job he can get a skill in?
Well, he'll have all this extra money magically that he could invest in the arts.
Because David, the other thing I actually thought about this today was, there's entire sectors and there's entire families in this country that have never literally turned a screwdriver, and their entire model of their life and what they taught their kids and the way their kids moved and maybe their grandkids and like a family of nurses or something. And it's like, what do you do when because when you go to that guy and ask him, he will just tell you, oh, dude, you got to learn sales. You got to learn sales. You got to learn this. The skills are non blue collar, David, for lack of a better term. And then you got to ask yourself, like, what do you do when those jobs go? And that dude's whole family, the whole structure of this guy's family and mental model is collapsed. We're going to see the largest exchange of wealth in the history of humanity in our lifetime. Between the death of the baby boomers and the rise of this artificial intelligence, will be the largest growth of wealth or transfer of wealth until Dave gets a 75 trillion military in the history of humanity. We are basically going to experience what it was like being a farmer going to work in a factory times a million. That is the dramatic, and this is not me saying this, it's the people that made the machines. And they're able to tell you that number because, let's be honest, David, they have the machine to ask the machine, what is the equivalent of like what our strength and it's like, it's like 800 industrial revolutions all happening at once. We're able to have that metric because we have the fucking infinite probability maker. We have the infinite probability machine. It will tell us. That's why, David, I meant the joke the other day about the lawyer thing. If they ever try to get me for political dissidence, I'm going in there with my chat GPT because I'm going to just have them take what they put in there and flip it. Well, like, what about in this instance? Well, like, is this even fucking legal? And what does legal mean? And like, we can just rip apart their arguments. It don't exist. They have to build the systems to keep us slaves. You know what I mean? They're not going to let you get on the hypertrack. They're going to let you think you're like, yep, just keep waiting in line. It's like waiting in line at a super, super long roller coaster. And then the wealthy and the CEOs, they have the fucking meta pass that they just get the board first. What? You don't think fucking Taylor Swift is going to get the Swift AI first? You know, artists are selling their catalog. Why sell your catalog, Lil Wayne? Because the AI art is coming. The reason they remove monetization for AI, David, is for you and I. Because let's be honest, those big companies are going to use AI to make all their stuff. They're not going to need a graphic designer. They got every graphic designer that ever lived.
I literally make our thumbnails with it.
And then what the fuck is that graphic? Now look, graphic designer, there's millionaires off graphic design. There's local graphic design shops. They also probably do the vinyl, or people that use graphic design to make vinyl for signs or a banner company. I understand it's very diverse.
Well,
It's a prime example. Because what the fuck does that guy do? Now, if he's the greatest, most unique graphic designer that, like I always say, David, right? I can do shit no robot can fucking do. And I know that. I can't even put it on paper. Like, I don't even have a list of the thing that I can do, but AI cannot do it. AI has to research me to get the algorithm to understand it because they can't create the thing I'm creating. The average graphic designer, the average artist, the average person going to school that just goes for a science major, you're fucked. You're fucked. And these people have built their whole mental model, their entire family model, their entire legacy, their entire 401k. They're not going to let you keep being like that. You will be at McDonald's dropping French fries. Because to Dave's point, how much billions of dollars would it cost McDonald's to replace? How many McDonald's is there to replace the fucking French fry robot? $1 trillion? Do you remember why we never went to metric as a country? Because, quote, it would be too expensive because every manufacturing sector, you know what I mean? That's what McDonald's is going to be for 20 years. They're probably going to be building new McDonald's that are autonomous first. That's how they'll do it. And then in 10 years, they'll slowly go through and start unphasing working McDonald's and make those automated. But they're going to build new ones first. They're going to build everything new, just like the electric cars. They're not retrofitting your car to be an electric car, even though they could probably do that, David. But they're going to build a new world and be like, look at the brand new, you can lease it for $7,000 a year. And you're like, holy fuck, it's kind of dope. And then they're going to take the old world from you. Cash for clunkers, garage sales. They're basically that type shit. But it's going to be at your job. It's not like a pair of shoes this time. It's your fucking career. It's your job. And it's, once again, things you were told to do by your grandfather or something at this point. Like, honey, do this and you'll always have a job. But then you hear, I will always be employed, allegedly. Yeah, I mean, electricians are going to need a power fucking AI in the next 40 years. miss take my clothes off or play video games? I make the joke. I know I say it on the show, and I always said that I'd become an electrician so I could fucking disable the AI of the future. But do you think I became an electrician for no fucking reason? The Green New Deal, I know I talk shit about that. I'm telling you, people, we don't want this, but really, in reality, my entire career field, what I do, I'm a solar electrician, David. You know what I mean? Yeah, make all the fucking solar panels you want. Job security. I could literally install, replace, maintain, and maintenance just solar panels, just solar electricity till the day I die. From now until I die. I can't put in panels fast enough. I can't take them out fast enough and put better ones in. Literally impossible. I would need drones to help me. I would need drones to fly the panel over there. And I could bolt the thing in, or it could bolt it in, and I could do the, you know what I mean? Like, where's that for video game players? You see the AI video games, David? They're rendering whole worlds, that video games, from AI, from just prompts. Where's the graphic designer in the video game? Where's your digital geometry? What good's your digital geometry? Now, granted, maybe there's whole sectors, David. Maybe in the VR world, like in Minecraft, we will pay people. Maybe Meta will pay people to sit there in a computer and build the digital world that we all will go and walk in. There will be digital construction workers. Like, does that sound weird at this point? There will be meta construction workers. And when they're rendering the new world, just like a app developer, they're basically in real time standing up, developing the app, but it's like digital construction worker. So you can go there and get your digital McDonald's. I don't know. I know I got on a little rant there, but you're not going to be able to play video games and take your clothes off for 40 years, girls. I know you're all hot and young and you can get your brand and you're loyal. When you don't have the skill set developed past taking your shirt off and picking up a video game controller and talking into a microphone, when you don't have more to offer than that, you will be replaced. The 85% of you that do that right now, the girls on Twitch that climb in hot tub streams, and people could say it's all weird. I remember people telling me that plastic in the food was weird, David. I remember hearing them about GMO was weird, and here we are. It's all labeled now. I can see the future. They tell you the future so that the smart people, like all the rich elite people that will do what they're doing, can keep moving. That's why they make the movies, people. Those people, it's like watching the opera to them. The real sadistic fucks go there with their little magnifying glasses and they got their Jewish space lasers on us. But they know the world that's being built in front of us. They're investing in it. They're putting all their money. You don't think there's going to be car dealership ads in the VR world? But I'm just talking crazy, Dave. When we're in the VR world, like even if there's like a whole section of the economy, like 10% of us, that's literally the Matrix. You know what I mean? Like literally, it's not even the Matrix pun of us all being humans in a machine that isn't aware is one link, but us actually all willingly climbing in VR and getting paid to do that is literally the Matrix. And then factor in on top of it that there's the whole soul biologic Matrix bullshit, David, obviously, right? So, everything's an illusion. You're not going to be able to take your clothes off forever, dude. I don't know how women think this is a long term. It's only women. Do you notice it's only women? It's only women out here thinking, I'm just going to keep doing this forever.
Though. Yeah, of course. I mean, men don't take their clothes off for money now, so they're not going to think they're going to do it 40 years from now. That makes sense.
That's good, David. Women have always taken their clothes.
Let's just go back to back. Can I say that dating shows on YouTube might save men-woman dynamics? And this girl, who is one of the AI streamers that Grok made, it's interesting.
I'm Riley. I'm 24. I'm from Houston, Texas.
Oh.
And honestly, I'm down for any good adventure. I just got scuba dive certified and I'm planning to go to Australia this summer. So I'm super excited about that. And then I just picked up skiing like 2 years ago. And I honestly love any themed party. Like those are like my favorite things to go to, my favorite things to plan. And I'm looking for someone that wants to be my adventure buddy, and it's someone that I can trust in and is going to be there for me.
Aww. If any gentleman would like to get to know Riley more, please step forward.
Yeah, that's a big fuck no. The reaction from the two camps is my favorite part of that video, to be honest with you.
That the girls were all like, "Aw."
The collective, oh, and all the guys that are like, no thanks, I'm good. Pass. Hard pass.
Do you think all the guys hard pass because none of those guys are looking for like a hiking buddy adventure?
I think it's a combination of multiple things. One, and by the way, I don't think it's because of looks. She's fine.
If she was hotter, David, do you think that they would be more interested in
Maybe.
adventuring?
Like
Like really hot, like much hotter?
Would they be interested in adventuring with her? No. Would they be interested in pretending like they're interested in adventuring with her? Yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
she's
Oh, I
not.
love camping. I love Australia, dude.
Oh, Australia, that's great. Yeah, no, they're
Oh,
not.
you're
She's not ugly, but she's not attractive enough to be her.
like Australia scuba diving. She basically said you're gonna see me in a bikini, and everybody's like,
Yeah, good. I think it's a combination of things for sure. One, she sounds like a lot, just in general. I'm down for. You want to go hiking? Cool, let's go hiking. I'm down. I don't know if I could listen to her talk for more than 10 seconds, to be honest with you. But I don't. Again, her looks, she's all right. Her voice kind of annoying, but most people would get by. If you're meeting somebody for the first time, I'm gonna see if I can try to explain what is in my brain right now. And they're explaining to you how they want you to go hiking with them and go skiing with them, and then she wants to go to Australia, and then we're gonna go scuba diving together. And I might be the only one thinking this. Are normal girls running around getting scuba certified and learning how to ski randomly in the middle of their late middle 20s? Like just in your middle 20s, you just decided you're going to go scuba diving, get scuba instructed, and then you're going to learn how to ski.
You know what's crazy to me, David, about this girl? Actually, I guarantee you, that girl is actually more interesting than all those other girls. Because
probably.
if you were to put the other broads up there, they'd probably be like, yeah, like I got a dog. Like dogs, I like to ride horses. Really like Olive Garden.
What's the competition like? Let me see what's going on here.
Probably boring. Probably boring people. Or a super crazy high standard, or I don't know. I guess I'm like,
I don't know what this show is like. Very it's an interesting mix of not unattractive but not wildly attractive girls that they picked.
Yeah, and they also pick like some of those dudes kind of not chatty, but they're kind of like
this dude
vibes.
This dude is absolute fuckwit, but also kind of a legend. He's got like a permed mullet and a fluff jacket.
Fluff jacket and
jewelry on.
Cop mustache.
Yeah, that's something. That's a look for sure.
They put an Asian salesman in the back there, bro. Back right, dude, Asian shit.
This dude, 100%.
He's yawning.
Yeah, this guy's got the floofy. Yeah, lots of. It's an interesting mix of people.
That dude in the front with sweatpants and the poofy jacket is like.
I think I kind of said this.
I'm gonna fuck you and your mom and your twin sister, probably your younger cousin.
I said this when when we did that. I don't remember if this was a couple days ago, but there was the girl that did the video, and then she was talking about how she's really she loves a watch, but then she started getting the like specific watches. And I said, if I ever met a girl who was like who knew that much about watches, weirdly enough, for me, that's a red flag because I'm thinking, where'd you learn about those watches? You're just a watch.
From
You
wealthier men than you.
learn from watches from other dudes who had watches, or where you just picked up.
Yeah, that you've seen
skiing.
them go into the store and be like, yeah, I'll take the AP 700. And they'd be like, bah, 100 grand, sir. Be like, oh, put it in my Bugatti credit card.
But to me, it's the same thing. It's like if you pull up in a car and she like knows everything about the car, it's like, okay, either you're super cool and you know lots of shit about cars, and that does exist for sure. But I'm skeptical. It's like, where'd you learn about those cars? No, I just started. I just started skiing, and I learned how to do scuba. Where'd you learn to ski? Come on, you didn't grow up skiing. You just started skiing in your mid-20s. Get out of here.
Ski, Dave. Don't you know that everybody goes skiing in Alaska or Texas? Rather, I'm from Texas. I go skiing all the time in the desert.
I think this sounds crazy to normal people. I get it. But I think like the more traveled and more adventured you are, I think the more ran through you are. Is that crazy? Is that wrong?
No, it's 100%. So that's a Tate thing. It's a Tate thing.
No, get the fuck out of here. Is it really?
Oh yeah, one of Tate's things is if he ever travels with a girl or like it's just like, oh yeah, it's my favorite hotel, or like the way if she's not impressed by like first class or impressed by like a suite room or like a hot tub in the hotel, like she should be like, wow, this is really fucking nice. Like, been in one before, have you?
That's funny.
It's kind of like
It's funny. Good call. Good call.
It kind of goes back to the whole watch thing to begin with, David, because I can buy the same $100 shirt that Tate wears, but I don't have the same $10,000 watch.
I don't know. Tristan's got like, I think he's got tens of thousands of dollar suits.
Well, he does. My point is like the wealthy do wear their wealth in a different way. They're not buying the Louis Vuitton shirts and shit and all the belts and stuff. They might buy really nice leather belts, but those belts look like a fucking $10 Walmart belt. But their wife's necklace or their watch or their embroidered fucking handkerchief or whatever.
Yeah, that's funny that they think that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I want to go like, I don't know. I want to take you to like
skiing in Texas is crazy. There ain't no fucking snow there.
You could do fake. They probably have indoor skiing there.
Traveling for skiing, really?
Well, where you traveling to ski, really? Ski.
I also forget people have wealthier parents than I did, so like sometimes like people.
Yeah, but again, she would have been skiing her whole life.
Oh, she not just learned.
That's what I mean. Like she picked it. This isn't my family and David, I used to go skiing since I was a child. I started skiing 2 years ago. Why'd you start skiing 2 years ago?
David, are you saying that women don't learn something new by no reason? Like they don't just wake up like, I'm gonna learn to play the fucking guitar tomorrow. They got into it young, somebody showed them, or is that what you're thinking? Is this your personal experience, David?
I think no, but I think on average this would be true. Like if it's multiple things, like skiing and scuba dive, like you just decided you wanted to ski and scuba dive, like that's you didn't decide to ski. That was one guy, and then you started scuba diving for another guy. Like I'm out. I think these guys here.
Well, maybe she wants to go to Australia, David. So maybe she's always been in that accent too. Thing.
Yeah, we're doing a lot for I Just Met You. Like, no, I want to go skiing and I want to go scuba diving and I want to go to Australia and maybe you could ski and scuba dive in Australia. I'm not sure, but like, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to be in the same room with you for 30 seconds yet. Like, let's settle her down. Also, if you're going to mention, here's like the whole totally separate aspect of this. I'm assuming the premise of this game is you get a like 1 minute or 2 minute pitch to a group of men, and maybe it's reversed at some points. I've never seen whatever this is, but like you get like a 30-second 1 minute pitch, right? And like now the group of guys is like, who's all right, who's taking her? And maybe if somebody like Perfect 10 shows up, maybe they probably completely zone out whatever she's saying, and then they all like run up to the front at the same time. I don't know. But the point is, if the whole point is you try to attract a mate within like a minute, you get like a pitch. That's her pitch was not even close to anything resembling anything. Like I don't know.
If you're trying to get a date within a minute, it's all subconscious and attraction based, anyways.
For the most part.
I mean, speed dating is attraction and first impressions, which is your point, David, about like, I don't care what your mom's name is, if you got a guinea pig, and what your hobbies are. Like, are you going to be available on Friday night at 9:30? Is like really kind of all you care about when you first meet somebody.
I think her fundamental flaw is that her pitch is me, and every single guy there's like, no, I'm good. Like somebody else can be you. I think the pitch would be this: if you're like she's a decent looking girl, right? Kind of an annoying voice, but I could get over it. The pitch would be like, I don't know. I'm looking to learn new things. I'm interested in, I'd love to learn the kind of things you're interested in. And, we could go out and talk about maybe some of the things that you like. And, I'm kind of looking to settle down and maybe, and it depends. You're going to turn some people off because some of these guys are probably 20 and they're like, I'm not looking to fucking get married and have kids. But there's probably 2 or 3 that might be thinking that. So you gotta try to appeal in some way that is, what are you gonna do for them? And I think that's actually not just a relationship dynamic. That's like in sales of any product ever. And really dating is what? Just selling yourself. There's something in sales that's very common. It's called features and benefits, right? And you don't sell on the features, right? So the feature would be, this car has automatic door locks. Okay, cool. You don't sell the feature that it has automatic door locks. You sell the benefit, which is, you could be walking away and just hit this little button right here, and it automatically unlocks your car. And for you, that's kind of nice because I forgot to lock my car, and then you just turn around and hit the little button or whatever. Or like saying for remote start or something would be a better. This car is remote start. Okay, cool.
For the winter.
Right. Oh,
when it's nice and icy out, you go out early.
Yeah, it's so cold. You know how it's so cold. You just hit the remote start, let that thing heat up as you're, making breakfast or doing whatever you're doing.
Keep the heated seat on, David.
Car. Hell yeah.
Heated cup holders.
Steering wheel. Yeah.
Heated cup holders, so you can put that to go mug. You don't even got to bring your thermos.
This car has a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine.
Don't know what that means, Dave. I don't know what turbo 8-cylinder.
Because of its smaller size, it's able to produce similar horsepower, but it's way more fuel efficient than an 8-cylinder. So you get the same power.
Oh, so it's not like that gas guzzler I had when I was 20?
But it's not like the gas guzzler. So you get 300 horsepower, which means you get to pass all the people who are slow in front of you, but you don't have to stop at the fuel station as much. You got to sell the benefits. She's not even trying to sell anything. She just went up there looking to tell everyone what she's into, and she completely. I don't know what some of these people's pitches sound like, but I know that one didn't sound like anything.
Dave, I kind of like your whole view of like dating is selling yourself because it is, but like it is funny because like as a man, what you try to do is like be more of like selling to the opposite sex. And I think women realize that they're supposed to sell to the opposite sex.
So like
now the right kind of woman will kind of market themselves to you. And women will auto market and they walk up around the men that they like already. But I don't know, like I've always viewed it as like, look, this is like my life and like this is where I plan to go and this is like what I can do. And like I try to show my character and what I'm capable of doing. Like basically what I can produce. Now I know that might be a little unhealthy, but in the grand scheme of things, like we got to be able to like live and eat and, protect and provide, right? That's like my provisioning is protect and provide. That's like wired into us biologically, and protect and providing is making income, and protecting you is, it's a little different now, but you could even factor in digital protection on that thing now. It's kind of like my job to monitor your Instagram, make sure nobody's being a fucking asshole, but
well, and that's kind of like what they're. I think if the guys get to pitch to the girls too, which I don't know, but
Like I'm in college to be a doctor. I was an athlete.
100, yes, 100%. 100%. And
not that my hobbies are video games on Saturdays and blackout drunk on Fridays.
It's different because in your scenario, they're still talking about themselves, right? But the reason it's different is because it's about themselves because of what it is for you.
Yeah, it's a benefit to your life that I'm physically fit. It's a benefit to your life that I'm smart. It's not that I'm egotistical, but intelligence, you probably are going to make more money. We're going to have smarter kids so they have a better life because they're not dumb, so life is easier.
Yeah. Yeah, I make a lot of money and, I'm not ripped, but I hit the gym. I'm relatively healthy and in shape. And I do believe in, some classic provide and protection principles. And then you package that with just your general appearance looking genuinely okay. I mean, maybe not like permed mullet man over there, but like having a decent exterior appearance.
I gotta get slave pussy with that thing, dude.
Just show up and that mullet is freshly permed, like you could smell it. Yeah, I think you're gonna do pretty well versus. Yeah, I like to climb mountains and I like to go skiing and I like to go hiking and I just started skiing and I'm going to go to Australia, I think. Like you're going to Australia already. Like you're already planning on going to Australia? Like how soon into our relationship are you going to Australia? And
without me.
Right.
Without me.
Have you like booked
for a week, a whole nother country?
About?
Whole nother country. I'm not. Oh, you could go. It's $9,000, dude. I didn't plan on this. Just met you a month ago. I'm now in love with you.
Yeah, and am I even if
and if I tell you to stay here, I'm controlling. No, I don't want you to go to fucking Australia with Steve Irwin's son down there.
Listen, I'm a provider and protector, and I've seen the spiders down there. I just don't think you should go.
Did you see those videos of the kangaroos that attack dogs? That could be
kangaroos have fucking 12 packs. You're not going to Australia on your own. Damn it, I'm a provider and a protector. You're not going
so
there to get ran through by kangaroos. God,
it's just even about the kangaroos. All their names are Tyrone. How do you know? They got 12 packs.
It's a penal colony from Britain. You're not going down there. It's nothing but kangaroos and criminals. Criminals and kangaroo courts.
Colony from
actual kangaroo courts. The judge is a kangaroo. I don't think that's the right. I don't think that's the right pitch.
It's so funny. I like to ski in Texas, huh?
Yeah,
couple boyfriends.
Yeah, both hands. Yeah, yeah, both hands up and down.
I love to be on the water. Boats are my favorite. Really, where the fuck are you getting a boat? You can't even drive a boat down.
Skiing, it's the best. I'm just fucking skiing all day long. Just nothing but skiing. The fuck out of here, Riley. Fucking Riley. I have great news for you, Ryan. The World Economic Forum has done internal investigations into Klaus Schwab. Well, yeah, into Klaus Schwab, and found that he's done nothing wrong as being Klaus Schwab. So that's good. It's like the police department that investigated itself the other day and found that all the force they used was necessary. With that said, are you ready for this shit?
This video pisses me off because that guy was getting talked to by another cop to distract him long enough for the cops to get set up to smash the window and then fucking smash him in the face right after.
I just drew on my shorts. I saw, who was it? Mary King, maybe? Do you know Mary King? He was the Silverado guy, and somehow he's found fame. He posted another video very similar to that, and he's like, "Oh, these people are just trying to get famous on just shut up and comply or whatever," basically. And I'm like, what in the fuck, dude? We just can't. We just can't. Okay, we just can't. We can't live in a society where armed men beat you down with physical brute force because you didn't listen to them, and then it's
cruel and unusual punishment.
It's just acceptable by society. That's insane.
How's it not cruel and unusual punishment?
Does the crime fit the punishment?
I can't fucking. I'm not here to debate the police. You fucking can lie to me. You can legally lie to me.
It's cloudy. Your headlights aren't on. I'm gonna now smash your property, punch you in the face, and take you to jail.
You destroyed my property and then break my jaw.
Is that not the cruel and unusual punishment means the punishment doesn't fit the crime? Am I wrong about
It
this?
doesn't
This is
fit
the
the crime.
general spirit. So the
Yeah.
crime is your headlights are off when it's cloudy. So the punishment is I destroy
Assault.
your property and assault you. Ryan, like you said when we played that clip the first time, you know where you live. Send a ticket in the mail. If it's really that big of a deal, send a ticket in the mail. You don't need to smash his stuff and punch him in the face because his headlights were off because you think maybe it's slightly too cloudy for no headlights. Get the fuck out of here. Get fucked.
And anybody that says they were just following orders, you would be the Nazi camp concentration guards. You're the same little motherfuckers that wore a mask and told me that I was crazy for not wanting to wear one.
Just following orders, right?
Dude, what if that was what if your wife's tits were on the other side of that glass, huh? Your daughter was in the car? What if, like, I don't know, like those stories, those crazy stories you hear about, like a flashbang go off and blow a kid's fucking face off because they SWAT teamed the wrong house for fucking tomato plants. It's a real story.
Well, tomato plants are pretty identifiable.
Bought hydroponics. There's a story, a woman bought hydroponics at a hydroponic supply. The cops followed her home. They SWAT teamed her house. She was growing vegetables inside. It was in some place that was like too hot. It would have killed the vegetables outside. They thought she was growing weed.
You know what's crazy? When people hear the word hydroponics, their brain goes to weed like all the time. And I don't understand because it's just
fucking drug addicts.
It's just a specific way of growing things. It has nothing to do with weed. It has to do with plants, and weed happens to be a plant. But like you can do all types. You can grow peppers with hydroponics, and you can grow beans and
hydroponics predates fucking marijuana, probably. As far as like humans utilizing hydroponics, yeah, it's bullshit. The whole thing's bullshit. There is no I'm just following orders anymore. When they have pedophile islands and they want to put you and have fake meat, I'm not doing it.
Oh, perfect, Ryan. Thanks for bringing that up.
Klaus Schwab can fuck off. You can lie about his legacy. The guy is a piece of shit scumbag. He told you what he's going to do to the humanity. He told you how he's going to fuck you over and take all your money, and they did it.
So apparently Barack Obama was on a Zoom call, and in the background there was, I don't know if it's like a clay bowl, ceramic bowl, some kind of art in his shelf or something. But the art is laced with what the FBI...
lover?
Well, the art is is covered in what's known by the FBI to be a international symbol for pedophilia.
The little boy lover, right? The triangle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, boy lover. Yep, that's the one.
Yep. LLB, little boy lover. Yep.
This was the same Barack Obama that recently we played the clip and said that every child needs a gay teacher in his life or something along those fucking lines. So
you know why they're going after Candace Owens, dude? Because Candace Owens is going to drop the belt on the one on Michelle Obama after she gets the French president.
Oh, the French president's just like the first. It's just like the first step. It doesn't stop there. That's brilliant. The French president's he's not the first guy to marry a dude.
Obama did it. Everybody knows.
Big Mike.
Michelle, Michael.
She is built like a fucking defensive tackle. And Barack Obama's built like a backup water boy. This is wild. Little boy lover, Ryan. But I'm sure that's coincidental. It's probably just like the design of the thing. It's probably way before.
Yeah, Barack Obama is super not intelligent. Super not intelligent. He probably just has random clutter and things in his house. I'm sure he just has dusty corners all over being a former president. It's not like, everything means something at a very high level in that position in the world. It's not like he would be privy to secrets or secret information that the average person wouldn't know, David. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
George Carlin. It's all a big club, folks, and you're not in it. It's called the American Dream because you got to be asleep to believe it.
You want to see a cool power move?
Oh,
I
I
don't know
love
if
it.
it's not- So
Is it Putin Trump? Putin Trump?
it is Putin Trump. Did you see this? Oh, this is so
Exceptional.
awesome. This is
It's so
exactly what I would do if I had a $75 trillion military.
I tagged you this on Instagram, I think, or sent this to you.
Over a fucking stealth bomber.
Tap some on the shoulder. They're called stealth bombers. It means you can't see them.
Take your hypersonic missile, shove it right up your Russian ass. Hilarious.
Russian missile, American bomber pilots.
Fucking hilarious. I love it. I saw somebody the other day, today, not the other day, today, that took a picture from this, and it was a picture of Trump and Putin. Hold on. Let's do like right about here-ish, right? So he's walking down the red carpet. So it was a side-by-side picture. It was Trump with that meeting with Zelensky where he was just berating Zelensky for being a piece of shit, which, Zelensky is. And then it was Trump and Putin on the red carpet. Like, you rolled out the red carpet for him. And I'm like, you say that like they didn't fly over a B-52 to intimidate him 30 seconds later. Trump,
dude, rolling out the red carpet and then flying an airplane over your head is the definition of get fucked. Like, dude, it's like
ultimate mind games, dude.
You literally have them on a red line. Like from the sky, David, the line looks tinier, right? Like the line is smaller.
That's pretty fucking awesome. That's a pretty badass move.
Does that red carpet make like a right there? Like that's a 90-degree bend on that red carpet all the way around?
It does. Yeah, it does look. It does look like it's got a. Dude, look at that fucking thing. And you know this. I know. I feel this in my heart about Putin. Damn well Putin saw that and he's like, respect.
Yo, you know what I noticed about the big man? He doesn't button his coat.
No, he's not a coat buttoner.
No, but why do you think that is psychologically, David? Because he gets to do this shit. He gets to like get up there and like clean his tux and like.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like a space generator is what I'm like. It's allowing Trump to just make motion to seem. It's very, very clever.
I feel like he doesn't leave the coat on all the time. Like I feel like Putin.
Oh, you think that fucker comes?
Yeah, the second you're inside a room, I think that fucking thing. If he's in a room and cameras are off, that fucking thing is off immediately.
Ties down, he's smoking a cigarette, fucking rolling up the sleeves, dude.
All right, let's get to work.
I've been waiting for my Newport. Without 50 Cent, many men wish death on me.
I think he likes to just I think he likes to keep people on his toes, honestly. Putin looks like he's ready to wear that suit for the day. Like he is not changing. Like he's in the suit. Trump looks like he's ready to be out of that jacket ASAP.
Got dinner with my wife.
Who I bought off Putin via
my
Epstein.
Russian wife. See, I got my mail order bride before Putin took over. That's how I can tell Russia's gone the other way.
The Putin, the Epstein, Trump, Melania thing is interesting. But to be honest with you, if that's the worst thing, you can release the files because that's not that big of a deal. Am I wrong? Like you buying what everyone already assumes is a mail order bride off Epstein. If that's the only thing in the files that you're worried about, you can let him go. That's very tame
Well,
compared to
people
what
are
people
saying
think.
that Trump used Epstein to source Melania while she was young and super hot and fertile.
Yes, actually, I'll see if I can pull
Hunter
something up.
Biden, and that's why she's going to sue him for $1 billion.
Hold on, let me pull this up. This was in our. Let me pull it up, John. Jeffrey Epstein, the wealthy.
Oh, that's in the Signal. The Signal chat's alive, dude. I got locked out of that because I don't have the phone number.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I gotta
Jeffrey
get back
Epstein,
in
the
there.
wealthy financier, charged with sex trafficking, reportedly bragged that he was the one who introduced Donald and Melania. Melania Trump threatens to sue Hunter Biden for $1 billion over Epstein claim. Melania and Donald Trump meet cute may have involved Jeffrey Epstein. At least that's what the businessman had said. According to the New York Times, around the time that Donald was running for president, Epstein was telling people he knew that he was the one to introduce the businessman to Melania.
Well, clearly, David, I would trust a professor in mathematics about his claims about being able to be a matchmaker.
I think I don't think that's all that's there. I really don't, because I feel like if that's the only thing, or maybe they just I don't know. Maybe they're
Dave,
maybe
we went
they think
from
that's
no
worse than it is,
list.
but
We went from no list. The guy didn't kill himself to Epstein talking about hooking up the guy with his wife.
well, it's a Democrat hoax.
Democrat hoax. The guy, New York City. He worked in New York City a long time.
Yeah.
Trump ran New York City.
Yeah.
Most prestigious high school, right? Was it high school the guy taught at? High school?
It was, yes.
Yeah, so most prestigious high school. Trump has children.
I'm sure they didn't go there, right?
I mean, it's not like William Barr's father was the head of the college or whatever. No, would he work for his dad? I forget the link. It was so crazy. That was a Tucker interview, right?
It was, yeah, and I think that was the connection. I don't think we played this clip. Do you remember the Cincinnati clip where the black mob just senselessly beat two white people? And then it came out and they said, well, that was because
Racial slur or something.
somebody said the N-word, so then we get to beat the hell out of you. And it's honestly, for me, that's the same thing as the police, right? It's like, dude, my headlights are off. You don't get to beat the hell out of me. Here is.
Are you saying the N-word, dropping the N-bomb, does not require you getting stomped to the end of your life, David?
Oh, I think that's a little extreme. Sure, yeah. I don't think any word specifically should result in violence. But this was what was described as black community leaders talking about what had happened.
6 individuals were charged with aggravated assault, which is a felony.
Yep.
The white guy incited or urged 6 other people to commit a felony.
The method by which this situation has been handled raises serious questions as to whether there's bias involved in the investigation. It also brings into question the possibility of a lack of integrity and whether there's something else to hide.
6 individuals were charged with.
Yeah, his words.
So they're saying that
violence, Ryan.
His words incited violence. This is the fire in the movie theater.
Yeah. You can't yell fire in the movie theater, Ryan.
But what if, when I yelled fire, there was no fire, and then a fire starts, and I'm yelling fire?
Well, if there's a fire, Ryan, you can yell fire.
Okay, so after getting my ass kicked by a bunch of people, stomped to death, isn't the N-word kind of washed off the table? Isn't that?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we're supposed to Yeah. Is that what you're trying to say, right? You probably shouldn't have said it if you said it, but after you kind of get stomped, it's kind of well.
You probably no. What I'm
2 wrongs don't make a right.
Sure. Well, what I'm saying in general is you probably shouldn't say it. You're probably playing with fire if you say it directly to a group of them. That sounds like a bad idea.
You never
But
played Spoon, Dave.
I think regardless of that, though, you don't get to kick the shit out of somebody and almost kill them because they used a word you don't like. It seems very similar to the cruel and unusual punishment, Ryan. Hey, your headlights are off. Let me break your window and punch you in the face repeatedly. Then I'll drag you out.
I kind of like how you're going with this because it's actually the other way. It's white cops beating up a black guy, and then it's black people beating up
Sure.
white
Yeah,
people.
I think it's in general, it's the consistency that matters.
I do like this parallel that we're getting in news stories. It's kind of interesting. The yin and yang, David.
A little bit. There's a little yin yang here.
A little ebony ivory.
So I don't know. What if this would be wild. I would wonder where black community leaders would land on this. But if there was a white man in a car who used the N-word during a traffic stop and a black cop kicked the living shit out of him because of it, where do the black community leaders fall? Are you anti-racist baby, or are you anti-police violence? And then which one of those wins in a battle? That'd be interesting.
Well, David, next time if I get pulled over by a black cop, I'll try this method out. I'll let you know.
I mean, like, does this hold up? Like, could they have said about the George Floyd incident that like if the cop said that George Floyd called him a cracker, does he get to kill him now? Like, what to what? That's another point. So this violence was justified because the white dude said the N-word, which is what the premise of this is. Okay, so the white guy says the N-word, and then how far are they allowed to take that? Senseless beating within an inch of his life?
Gang
violence.
Kill
him? Can they kill him? Is that okay? Or is that going too far?
Well, lynching's illegal, David, at the federal level, so you can't lynch them.
How far is too far? What are you allowed to do to somebody because they used a word you don't like? Violence is obviously not off the table because they're saying that this was inciting violence. So they're justifying the violence by saying, well, he used a word. So he used a word, violence is justifiable. How much violence is justifiable?
Yeah, Dave, I like where you're going. This is kind of like it's kind of like the reason we have laws is to not make money. The reason we have laws is because back 2,000 years ago, if this happened, Dave and I would go get all of our countrymen and all of our sticks and swords, and we'd go and we'd rape and pillage your village, and you would do the same to us, and we'd have thousands of years of conflict over it, just like we've had for all of human history. And not only because I have fucking money and electricity, we act like we're different than the people that used to rape and pillage, even though we're the same exact thing psychologically. The only reason we have laws, people, for them to even say it's a felony is so that there isn't this infinite eye for an eye. Like this natural rule of law that we always talk about, we take for granted in this country, came from people suffering and getting murdered just like this before there was laws, before there was common law, David, before there was even that. Some of the laws of the Vikings and stuff and their general councils and all that, that all preceded all this that got us here. And now we're going to be able to negate murder and beating and gang senseless violence because of language. When I was told, David, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Whew.
What?
This is you want to talk about why BlackRock buys houses? Look at this. $1.1 million house. It is a 1,400 square foot ranch.
Literally a regular house.
Built in 1950. Built in 1950, 3 beds, 2 baths. Dude, this is my house in California. And it's not like in the heart of LA either. It's in Whittier, California.
No. Your grandfather could afford that on 25 cents an hour.
This is literally my house in California. Like, I'm about to list my house for $1 million.
You know what I would do? I would list
And I
your
have
house
land.
for
I
$1
bet
million.
this place has better land.
Yeah, put it's in Pennsylvania, but market it in LA.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's the play, Ryan. Why does BlackRock buy houses? Why can't you buy houses? I can tell you why you can't buy houses.
Because BlackRock is.
The value of the house is artificially driven up because companies with way more money than you can ever dream of can buy them. And when they buy up the market and the market becomes thin, the houses become more valuable. And conveniently, I'm sure somebody has to be in bed with the banks who are giving out the loans on the houses. Do you think that's possible?
David, I'll just use my family members thing. You know, it's not all about money. It's about my happiness. You know, I'm not going to be able to buy a house to have a family in because,
Are
you
you
know,
happy about
1.1.
that?
Well, you know, I make $80,000 a year, so there's no my level of happiness can't change by how much money I make, David, even though I won't be able to afford the fucking houses in our neighborhood. Rent is $1,400 for a 2-bedroom fucking apartment. I got to hear about how money's not important. From educated people. Are you fucking stupid? How
No,
much
they're
does
educated.
rent need to be? How much does rent need to be before you care about being a millionaire? Serious question. $3,000 a month?
$3,000 is a lot.
Is that a mortgage, David?
$30,000 a year just in the mortgage. I mean, more than that, but you get the point.
I have on my personal Facebook, Instagram, whatever. I should have shared this video. I think we played on the program. The duplexes, half a house. People are buying these houses. $220,000 is the starting price. Half a house.
They get to share half, and they're really only sharing that half with the bank. So the bank and this individual will share half of a house together for $200,000.
So one house, $500,000 split between two families. They made 80 units. 116 houses. Do you think they want you to have a bigger backyard and a bigger house, David? They don't even want you to eat real meat. They don't even want you to eat real food. But money's not important. David, you sent me the thing earlier about how younger blood can help you live longer. How do you afford the younger blood to live longer?
Health insurance.
So let me get this straight. I gotta get poisoned by the very system that I'm keeping afloat so that I can retire one day, so that BlackRock can keep taking my money, buying investment properties so that they can consolidate their money and keep it in the family, quote unquote, which is really just a corporation, so that they can keep leveraging that in a bank so that they have infinite borrowing power to keep buying up the very houses that they're selling to me on a mortgage to the bank so that it's a better portfolio for everybody, except the people buying the product. But then when Grant Cardone tells you that the biggest conspiracy and con job in the history of humanity is a 30-year mortgage because they ran out of shit to sell you. Because you can afford a microwave, you can afford a fridge, you can afford a car, you can afford all this stuff, but what can't you afford? So we got to get you on a payment plan. That's why they're making your cars $100,000, people. Didn't you know that one?
Well, that's because of tariffs, right?
Just because of tariffs is not to lock you into a thing that you will never, ever be able to pay off, David?
No, they just happen to be having longer terms because it's just easier to pay lower payments for longer. It's just,
but the car will break. The car breaks before I pay it off.
Well, it's
so
based around customer satisfaction, right? If
Well,
I give you a lower payment for longer, well, they would be satisfied with these terms.
My favorite one is we'll just refinance it a couple of years. What, refinance to keep my car longer because I couldn't afford it then? And then you think I'm supposed to get caught up in the shock value of I got to drive a brand new car like I give a flying fuck? I don't care if my horse is 80 years old. It's a con. It's a con job.
People refinancing their house to like pay to fix stuff on their house is wild.
Yeah, it's because they couldn't afford the house that they got to begin with. And instead of fucking living and renting for another year, I just got to get the house, you know? Because you're more worried about fucking image. Just like that girl is she cares more about sounding like a Tinder profile than a person. I like like, are you nice? Can you cook? Like, I like chilling. I like cooking, chilling, and going out dancing. I don't know. Who washes the blood when my hands are dirty, David? Dave Ryan, December 1773. Catch us on Rumble for the greatest podcast in all of human history. As always, David, I appreciate you the most for your time. And I will see everybody in $1.1 million of square footage soon. And thank you, Sam, for your time. And yeah, I'll see everybody on Monday. Have an awesome weekend and go Bills. Is there a preseason game this weekend?
Probably.
When do we start? When should I start watching, Dave? Do we even care?
Regular
do we even
season.
care now that Josh?
No, yeah.
I heard Sidney Sweetie goes naked if the Bills win a bowl.
Legend.
Might be the greatest sports franchise in human history. Dave Ryan, 1773. I'm gone.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Ryan.